Hello everyone, and welcome to Tales of Christoria with me, Azahel. It took a little bit of a couple days break. My wife and we did just move into a new house, so we were pretty busy. I wasn't able to find any time or downtime to do any sort of recording. So it's still been playing, still been working hard at the game. Still working on some more videos for the intro series, but today on this video we're going to be taking a look at the new banner, the new EX banner that they just announced. So we're going to take a look at that. This video will be unscripted. I'm not going to, just going to do a short little recording here while we look at the new banner that's coming up. Again, we are still right around the corner from anniversary. It's coming up July 16th. So here in a couple weeks, about 3 weeks or so, we'll be coming up on anniversary. So keep looking forward to that. So we're gonna basically be looking at this banner on whether or not you should be saving your Gleamstones or pulling for Mithos, SSR Mithos, where his path ends, the new EX summon, the main antagonist of Tales of the Symphonia. So let's go into it and take a look here at what we got. Now, so this is again EX Summon, so it's only going to be Mithos as the rate up character. And as always with the pity, you will be earning June EX Summon Medals 1. Mithos will be running from June 23rd to June 30th, so only 1 week, and he won't be here for all the way up until anniversary. You'll have about 2 weeks to kind of regain your Gleamstones that you do spend on this banner if you decide to pull. So honestly, I feel like most people should save for anniversary. I don't know what units they're going to be bringing back. I know a lot of people are trying to pull on the limited summons right now with Machina, Acid, and Forte. It's not a bad idea. I feel like they're going to announce more units specifically for anniversary, so keep that in mind. But we'll talk about a little bit later when we look at Mithos kit, see if he's worth pulling for right before anniversary, because again, we are about 3 weeks away from anniversary. So first off, his Memoria Stone is 12,000 HP, 2,200 attack, and 600 defense, and the skill is Torment 6 Arts. So it gives crit damage plus 150% to Arts type allies. That's a lot of extra crit damage. Most of the stones that do provide crit damage from characters are crit damage plus 135% stones. And so this one is really high, can provide lots of burst damage to your arts allies, your arts DPS allies. So this is a really good stone to pull for, really good finishing stone. So, I mean, just based on that, I feel like he's going to be kind of a game-breaking pull that you may want to go for. Now let's take a look at his stats here. His HP 42,000, attack 3,960, and defense 4,200. His Memoria skill is Farewell My Shadow, plus 17% attack to Dark Allies and plus 10 to the OL gauge of Dark Allies every turn. So his Memoria skill is basically Shigure's, but for Dark Allies. So really, really strong. The plus 70% attack is really strong, but also just adding an extra OL gauge to your Dark Allies every turn is really good. It will work really well with Jester Zelos. It will function really good also with Ludger, Barbados, any other Dark Allies that really rely heavily on their Mystic Arts. Mithos will be a good support for them. Now I mentioned, that Mithos would be really good support, so let's take a look at his kit. Very, very heavily focused around the support role. So first off, his Mystic Art is Indignant Judgment. 65% attack, 25 hits to all enemies, and a 240 OL gauge. So into a light battle, that's 4 turns, 5 turns off element. But it gives you 25 hits. It's only 65% attack, but so he's not very heavy damage focus. But man, the hit gen he provides. Going against 4 enemies, that's 100 hits alone going into 4 enemies. So really good for Arena, really good for Phantom Tower. So 100 hits off of 1 skill, and if you pair that with his Art 1 Gravity Well, it's 45% attack, 15 hits to 2+ enemies in an AoE, and 2 cooldown. It's a spammable hit gen. So you can get, you're gonna get 15 to 45 hit gen off of this ability. So you can get 145 total hit gen just off of his Art 1 and Mystic Art. That's extremely high numbers just off of 1 character. And then his Arts 2 is Retribution, 33% defense down to all enemies for 4 turns, and it's a 4 cooldown, so you can permanently keep enemies' defense down. But it also has a 100% chance to cast poison on all enemies for 3 turns. This kit is triple S+ tier for support. For hit gen, he's got hit gen and debuff. Again, he's not heavy on the damage, but he can poison all enemies. He does 33% defense down, and he can again generate 145 hits alone in 1 single turn. That is extremely broken. You can really power up your DPS for your dark allies. But I mean, even off element, just the hit gen alone is extremely good for off element as well. I mean, even the defense down and the poison, just extremely broken. Mithos is probably the highest tier support character now in this game. I would highly recommend pulling for Mithos even right before Anniversary. I'm going to be pulling for him. I'm going to be putting in some gems on him. Don't know exactly how many I'm going to warrant in pulling, but I will be pulling for him even right before Anniversary. Like I said, we're going to have about 2 weeks to restore the gems we dump into the Mithos banner, but he's very worth it just from his kit alone, and his Awakening skill and his Memoria Stone are all very strong. Now let's take a look at to see what the devs say about his strengths. So, an art with a high hit count and AoE damage paired with a Mystic Art that deals damage to all enemies makes him perfect for building up the hit count gauge to let other allies deal massive damage. That's true. Again, his max hit count is going to be 145 in a single turn. That is extremely high. Extremely high. You're going to be able to stack up that 200% damage increase buff very quickly. And next they say tear down the opposing team's defense with an art, which reduces the defense and inflicts a poison on all enemies. And the Transcendence Ward can be used to increase his already high defense and make him impervious to poison and burn ailments. So what this is going to do is make him very useful against Fire Teagle and Venom Lizard as well. If you're struggling with those Mania raids, he will be very useful into that. So Mithos all around, very strong support character. Really looking forward to him. Going to be pulling him and hopefully getting him. He will take a spot on my arena team most definitely if I get him, and he will be a permanent addition to that arena team. But thank you guys. This is the banner review. Again, triple S+ support character here. I highly recommend pulling for him if you have the gems. So give it a go, and we'll see. We'll keep up the coverage and see what we got coming up next for anniversary. And I'm going to be probably getting back into my regular video upload schedule here pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that, guys. And once again, thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw and learn something new, please leave a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the video so you know when subscribe to the channel when you know when the next video is coming. And thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day.